We've got the style beat covered, whether you're dressing for grad or a design grad. Today on The Express. On today's show,
she wears a gold belt with it, big jewelry.
Fashion graduates display their creations at the University of the Fraser Valley Final Grad Show.
What does that even mean?
Young filmmakers at the Reel to Reel Film Festival.
Filmmaking isn't only for old people and famous people, you know?
We just kind of broke it up to who likes doing what and who's good at doing what.
And local teens going into business, custom designing Ked's shoes.
It's going to grow as big as we want it to.
See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express, only on Shaw TV. I'm Kendall Harris, filling in for Johanna Ward. We're in Abbotsford today at the University of the Fraser Valley Fashion Design Department, and we're here for their end-of-year grad fashion show. I had the opportunity of meeting several of these talented students earlier today and taking a closer look at their sartorial creations. It's called Absolute Style 2012 and is the graduate fashion show at the University of the Fraser Valley.
We have a great group this year. The students are extremely excited. This is their end of the year show and they start in January. They only have a couple of months in which to put a collection together and put a portfolio together.
And then I have all my outfits laid out.
One of the fashion graduates this year was Samantha Merritt, who calls her line Brazen.
I think it's beautiful. I love the detailing of the silver. It is inspired by King Louis XIV's Sun Palace of Versailles. I wanted to take all the decadent and luxurious walls and seating, just everything, and combine it into a line that was a little bit more contemporary and brought that feel of luxury to the everyday woman.
Also graduating this year is Samantha Prosch, who showed off her designs under the name Be Admired.
Oh, wow.
So these pieces are from two separate outfits. My inspiration comes from a resort look. I imagine beautiful women in a beach cabana being pampered. This dress is a print that I picked up at the store, but this jacket, its print is actually comes from this. She wears a gold belt with it, big jewelry.
Fashion students at UFV also study textiles, designing and creating the fabrics themselves.
My textiles are inspired by nature. So the one coat has been rusted with rebar, and it was inspired by decomposing red cedar. And the other coat was composted for 4 months.
And did you actually bury this coat?
It was outside for 4 months with natural dyes and composted material on it. Came back in quite smelly, but it's not now.
After 2 years at the University of the Fraser Valley and showcasing these final designs on the catwalk, the grads will be launching themselves into the world of fashion.
It's going to be overwhelming. I've put a lot of hours into this and I love doing it, so it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited.
In Abbotsford, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express. If you think fashion is your calling, check out the University of the Fraser Valley's Fashion Design Department at ufv.ca/fashion. We've got lots of fun stories on today's Express, but first, let's check in with Nicole Fitzgerald. So Nicole, what are the high school students in Whistler doing to prepare for their grad?
Grads are getting ready to put on a fashion show fundraiser here at Whistler Secondary School. It's entitled A Day in a Life of a Whistler Secondary School Student. So you know fashion's going to mean some sporting activities like skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, and even climbing. We'll have some fashion tips on what's hot for the season coming up.
Thanks, Nicole. Sounds like a fun fashion show, and you'll be seeing more of that later on in the show. You're watching The Express, only on Shaw TV.
They get the dress of their dreams for a fraction of the price.
Coming up, grad dresses on loan for the big night.
You want a different color? Do you want a different design? We can do it.
Young teens getting their kicks from custom designed Keds.
Without those willing, dedicated people, I don't think the food bank would even be here.
And a little acknowledgement for a special volunteer at the Surrey Food Bank.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
What's your thing? Bugs. Everybody's got to have a thing.
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
Nobody's good at everything. Everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
Welcome back to The Express. We're in the University of the Fraser Valley's Fashion Design Department. But it's not just fashion grads getting all the glory on today's show. Next, we meet a group of teens who are making their mark on the world of film, showcasing their cinematic creations at the Reel to Reel Film Festival.
It's the story of one teen's struggle with change.
In the film, a person's childhood is represented by different colored balloons that sort of correspond with the character's personality. And as the characters become older, the balloon starts to slip away from them, and they have to make a choice at one point in their life. They have to let it go or keep it close to them.
Air Pressure is 17-year-old Allie McKay's first short film. The 4-minute-long movie has no dialogue, but uses the tranquil surroundings of Qualicum Beach to convey its themes of coming of age and letting go.
I made sure to shoot the film on a cloudy day so that the color of the balloons stood out quite a bit against the kind of gray backdrop, and I tried to make the rest of the film sort of monochrome compared to the color of the balloons.
Air Pressure is one of 26 films screened at this year's Young Filmmakers Showcase, done in conjunction with the Reel to Reel International Film Festival. The showcase brings together the best film and video made by youth grades 5 to 12.
A mix of animation, live action, dramas, comedies, themes of loneliness, suicide, healthcare, isolation, and problems that teens face, such as drinking and driving, being concerned about the minimum wage gap in BC.
Awards were given for Best Sound, Editing, Direction, and Best Picture. This year's winner for Best Original Screenplay went to Sam Masule for his thought-provoking work, Blueberry Haiku.
12 dots, and then it said, the 12 blue berries. What does that even mean?
It's kind of against overanalyzation and the fact that you shouldn't try to find meaning in something that doesn't have any meaning at all.
Sam says making the film was one of the best learning experiences of his life, and that's really the point of the showcase. It gives youth the opportunity to bring their creative visions to life.
People from all over the world get together and do what they love, follow their passion.
Filmmaking isn't only for old people and famous people, you know? It can be for anyone.
The deadline for entries for next year's showcase is September, which means aspiring filmmakers out there are encouraged to dust off their cameras and shoot for the stars. I'm Tim Chung in Vancouver for The Express.
The Young Filmmakers Showcase is open to anyone aged 19 or younger. For more information on that and the Reel to Reel Film Festival, visit r2rfestival.org. Stay tuned for more of The Express, only on Shaw TV.
Without those willing, dedicated people, I don't think the food bank would even be here.
Coming up next, Surrey Food Bank's valuable volunteers. And grad fashion Whistler style. The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.